Y'all tell me something. What's the age of the elder in a church? Because I want to know. Okay.
So y'all, let me tell y'all what happened today at church.
I'm really at that age where
Don't even care no more. Like when I
tell you I'm at the age where I do not care and whatever come up, come out. Now, let me tell you what happened today at church. So a couple of weeks ago, they put out in church that, they was going to have small groups. You could sign up for small groups, let us know if you want to do a small group. Okay, so for those of y'all that don't know, I was on a podcast back in June, July called Soft White Underbelly. Okay. And so about a month ago, I had a conversation with my pastor. And my pastor, and I told him, I said, well, Pastor, I did an interview on the podcast you might be interested in because I'm interested in a small group. Well, you might, I did an interview on this podcast. So he said, well, send me the link. Okay. So I said, okay, I'll send you the link. So I sent the link to his church email address, which is the pastor's church email address. And I sent it to the community church email address. Okay. So like I said, been about a month, right? Today was small group Sunday sign up. Okay. So, I hadn't heard nothing about nothing. I didn't care really. I wanted to do my part in the church. Okay. So the day the pastor come out after he preached and everything. So he come over there where I was at. He said, what's up, family? He always call me family. Hey, family. I say, hey, Pastor. Say hi to the girl and everything. And so he says, I say, Pastor, did you get the email I sent you about a month ago? Say, I saw that, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. I said, okay, no problem. About the podcast. No problem. He says, matter of fact, why don't you send it to me again? I said, He said, no. He said, just go ahead and resend it to my email address. I said, Pastor, I can promise you I'm not going to do that. I said, no, sir, I'm not going to do that. He said, please, just one more time. I said, Pastor, I'm not doing it. And I meant what I said. Because my thing is this. Okay, he my pastor, but sir, you about 10, 12 years younger than me. I'll email to you. You better go back in. And he said, well, what's your email address so that way I can find it? And I told him what my email address was. And I guess that's how he going to find it, because what I wasn't about to do is come back home and resend it to him again, because that means it wasn't that important to him. Okay. And hey, I get it, but I'm not about to resend something back to you. Was I wrong, y'all? Was I wrong for telling the pastor I wasn't doing it? I meant what I said, sir. I said, sir, I can promise you. I said, Pastor, I can promise you I'm not sending it to you again. And I said it with a pleasant smile and a very monotone voice. I said, no. I was playing, I think. I wasn't playing. I'm not sending it again. Blame it on the fact that I'm a retired vet. Maybe blame it on that. But I'm in the era of I do not care. No, sir. I know you're the pastor and everything, but I'm not resending it back to you. My time is just as important. Okay. Let me know. Would y'all have resent it back to the pastor? Or was I just, being too much? But I still want to know the age of the elder, though, in the church. Or is there not an age? Let me know, y'all. I told him no. All right. Bye.